Class 10th. This is the second chapter, Nationalism in India. Here I have prepared some important notes for you. If you'll study these notes, then this chapter will be clear to you. See, basically, in this chapter, we are reading about Mahatma Gandhi and about his various movements. First of all, they have given you one summary here that what Gandhiji was doing before coming to India. Actually, he was in South Africa that time, and he came in India in 1915 at the age of 46. So in South Africa, he was fighting against the discrimination against the Indians. Okay, and when he came to India, he started so many movements here which helped India in independence against the British government. So first when he came here, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, he was his political teacher or guru, you can say. He invited him in one inauguration of one university. Okay, then after that, in 1917, Mahatma Gandhi, these are the major movements which were very famous. So first movement was started by Mahatma Gandhi was Champaran Satyagraha. This movement was started in 1917. It was against the British exploitation of indigo cultivators. How he was exploiting the British, the indigo cultivators in Champaran, and Gandhiji fought against this movement, and finally so many people joined Gandhiji, like the indigo cultivators joined Gandhiji, and they all demonstrated and strike against the landlords. We have studied about the Lathials and all, that how they used to collect tax from these cultivators. So finally all the cultivators, they were with Gandhiji, and this movement became successful. Second movement was Kheda Satyagraha in 1917 to 1918. This movement, again, it was uh, against the heavy taxes, and due to crop failure in Gujarat, people were unable to pay the taxes. So Gandhiji, he went in Gujarat and he fought for the for these cultivators, and they helped by Gandhiji, and this movement also became successful. The third major movement by Gandhiji was Khilafat movement. This movement was against Mahatma Gandhi, where they were supporting the Muslims, and the Muslims were very disappointed with the treatment of Khalifa, how they treated Khalifa in Ottoman Empire in Turkey. So all the Muslim in India, they started one movement, and for supporting those uh, Muslims, Gandhiji started Khilafat movement. He thought that after this movement, all the Indians, Hindus as well as Muslims, they all will come together, and they will fight against the British government. The fourth major movement by Gandhiji was non-cooperation movement. This movement was against British government and the British goods, we can say. And this movement, although we cannot say that this movement was successful, but somewhere this movement also united the Indians. They all boycotted the British goods, and this movement also led the incident of Chora Chori and Jallianwala Bagh. Uh, this movement was dropped by Gandhiji later on. Unsuccessful movement, we can say, 1920. Next was civil disobedience movement. It was started in 1930s by Gandhiji, and Gandhiji started using newspapers, and they were against the policy of Lord Irwin, and Mahatma Gandhi took the initiative against the British government. This movement, under this movement, Gandhi started Dandi March because the salt was very expensive in India. Gandhiji thought to make his own salt, so he started Dandi March with the people from his Sabarmati ashram in Ahmedabad, and finally they started dharna against the government taxes on salt. After that, the last movement was led by Gandhiji, Quit India Movement 1942. This movement was a very important movement led by Gandhiji, because this here we were unable to compromise, or we were finally in the position of do and die. People, they were saying that whether we'll do or will die, we want freedom, otherwise you kill us. So they protested this, they agitated, and this was a nationwide movement. Finally we got freedom. Okay, so earlier I was talking about Chora Chori incident. So what was Chora Chori incident? See, Chora Chori was a place where people, Gandhiji invited them for a peaceful strike, but people, they became violent over there, and they started killing policemen. So this incident took place. After this movement, the after the Chora Chori, Jallianwala Bagh movement took place, where the British government officials, they killed thousands of innocent people at Amritsar, Jallianwala Bagh. Okay, and these people were against the Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act was passed by the British government or the British Parliament, and under this Rowlatt Act, they were arresting innocent people, and they were putting them in jail for 2 years, and they were not having any rights. So this way, you have to study. Rest we'll discuss in chapter, and I'm sending you the word file also. Be prepared and study well.